What's going on, everyone? Juicebags here, and welcome back to some Dungeon Defenders Awakened in my early access playthrough all the way to Nightmare mode. Now, we are in Nightmare now, and of course the goal is to get to Nightmare Hardcore Survival Ancient Mines. So this is where we're shooting for. We still got to get this one unlocked, and of course to unlock this we need to complete Ancient Mines in the campaign. So without further ado, let's hop right on into it. Now here we go into the Ancient Mines. I'm on Nightmare. I did not toggle on Hardcore because at this point in campaign I just don't care about the loot. All of the loot is going to come from survival, and I don't want to risk losing the match at all. Just because I want to get that survival unlocked. Now, one important thing to note for anyone out there, and I know there's probably not many that are playing on multiple accounts, but if anyone is playing on multiple accounts, remember your settings, your local settings are in one file between the multiple accounts. For example, although I didn't expect to get any loot on that last map, I didn't have my loot filter set. My loot filter was set for my main account. So if you are switching back and forth accounts, make sure you go through and set your loot filter each time to ensure that you're getting the loot that you want. Now, here we are, of course, Ancient Mines Nightmare on campaign. So we're going to be able to bust into survival really quick. And what do we want to start off with? No upgrades, so there hasn't been any change in stats on any of my heroes since the last episode. They are all exactly the same. I actually lied. I did pick this brooch up, so I did swap that brooch out, which was an improvement of like 1 or 2 points. And then there is the monk. Now, for this map, I think we're really going to just spawn camp it. Is probably going to be the easiest way. So let's go ahead and get it running here. And we want to get an explosive trap and a gas trap just right at the spawn. Now, throwing these in, I may end up changing them later. We'll have to see how it goes. I will have some gin and other bits of nastiness that I have to contend with here, but I'm going to try to just go with this explosive and gas trap to make it through the first wave here. Let's see. We've only got 60 left, so that only leaves us enough for what, just an explosive, and we can't actually get it all that close here, huh? My range is just poo-poo. I will be looking forward to getting some decent stats going on these characters after I get that first survival run done. Now, let's see. We're going to have to hang out over here. Only 25 mobs in Wave 1, of course. Wave 1 of any map is not necessarily a big challenge, but at the same note, if you go into it and get caught off guard, you can still have bad things happen. Now I'm gonna have to manually get on this shark in here. Yeah, just not enough power to burn through that sharkin. And what, we've got almost half the wave burned already. Oh, got any freshies here? Here's a shark in here too. That shark just waltzed right on over top of that gas trap. I wonder if it was just not reset yet from the previous wave. And gonna get a couple shots in on the core. The sharkin don't play, man. They are out for blood, there's no doubt about it. And looks like we got a goblin that actually made the turn. He might get a shot off on the core too. Nah, doesn't look like it. He's still out there a ways. And there we go. Now, of course, we have the build timer to contend with, so I'm going to get this going as quickly as possible here. I'm going to get a couple of walls in place. Not really sure. I'm debating on whether or not I wanted to keep those explosive traps down there, to be honest with you. They're just not a whole lot of power, not having any good stats really here. Let's see. Let's get our gas trap down first. In case you're curious on the gas trap, I'm trying to get the effective range of the gas trap inside of the explosive trap's trigger. That way nothing is getting stunned up there in a position where it's not taking any damage. See, then we're going to want to go with, well, we're going to want some flame burst probably, which that's going to encourage, some flame burst will definitely encourage either a darkness or a strength drain aura for sure. And they have already, this shark have already moved my wall out of the way. Those guys don't play. There is just no doubt there. Keep an eye on the other lanes while I'm over here. Let's get a little something in here to help me out. I think a Deadly Striker Tower right back here would be a big benefit. You know what? Let's just go with 2. Why not? That should really handle this lane. Now, I'm still going to have to worry about this, about getting that wall back in place. It's not doing me a whole lot of good where it's at, but, you know, Shark can do what they do. Now, having the DSTs over on the other side makes it so I don't have to necessarily worry about the strength drain, but am I going to anyway is the question. Let's see, what have we got left? Hopefully these mobs just get burned. Like I said, I am going to have to move this wall back up into place. That is just unacceptable where it's at right now. We got 3 more mobs coming. I'm thinking those last 3 mobs, or there they are there. I was thinking they may have been kobolds that like to come out right at the end of the wave. Let's get our wall back up in place. Now we've got 37. We've got a good bit left. Let's go ahead and put... Let's go ahead and put an Ensnare Aura. Let's just go with the full stack. We'll go Ensnare, Strength Drain, and Electric Aura. And that really should handle all of the little guys. And the DSTs can help me out with those bigger folks. Now that allows me just to worry about this side of the map. And I've got 24 DU left to work with here. Thinking I'm going to need, just to get through, we'll throw an upgrade on both of these traps here. Get that one as well. And then now, what do we want to do here? I mean, part of me wants to just throw some Flame Burst down and just get it, right? Now I am going to need those, either Darkness or the Strength Drain, to take that elemental immunity off of any mobs that are immune to fire damage, but besides that, I'm thinking we're good. Let me see. Do I want to get one up here? I wondered if my range will actually allow it. Actually, it looks like it is. The good thing about putting like the Flame Burst up in a position out of the way is the spiders aren't going to get to it. They can throw at it still, but they can't go up and just start pounding on stuff. Now let's see, our DU is a little bit off, so let's go with, we'll put a Strength Drain here, but that's not going to leave me enough for a Strength Drain on this side. So I think what I'll do on this side of the map to get rid of any elemental immunity is just go with a Darkness Trap, and then I will just eat that last 1 DU. I mean, we can even throw a wall somewhere if we wanted, just to use it up and get the small XP bonus. We can throw that down there, and it's wave 4 actually, so I mean we are coming along here, there's no doubt. We see the spiders doing their spidery goodness. Spiders like to get spidery, there is just no doubt. Get a couple of upgrades in on these flame bursts though, try to get a little more power. I do want to keep an eye on the other side of the map. It looks like most of the spiders are aggroing up this way. That wall actually paid off a little. It's a little bit of a target dummy for the spiders. And then let's see here. Let's get a couple of upgrades on this flame burst as well. Maybe. There we go. And then let's take a peek at the other side. I'm worried that explosive trap might get blown up. Let's check it out. And actually, it's not below 50% or it would be lit up right now, so we're in good shape there. Let's just throw in another upgrade. Let's get a couple of ups here in case we get the ogre over on this lane. The DST should be just wrecking the faces there now. And just wave 5 left. Now this means that survival mode is going to be unlocked for me. Now, you know, there's just no way I'm going to complete my very first Ancient Mines survival map, but my goal, of course, is just to make it as far as I can. You're going to start seeing really decent loot coming right out of Insane Mode on, say, around Wave 10 or higher. So as long as I can make it to Wave 10 on survival, I'll be pretty happy with my progress for my first Nightmare survival map. So you're doing pretty good. Mobs are coming out a little bit slow, it feels like. Well, we are getting it. That Flame Burst is upgraded pretty high there. Actually, I never got this one. I could have put that one in a more neutral place where it's trying to hit both lanes, but I wasn't sure if my range is good enough for it. That's one of the interesting things up here, is there's lots of places, you know, right over here, up top, more in the middle, where if you position your defenses properly, they'll actually hit both of these top lanes. Now, we'll definitely be taking advantage of that a little bit, assuming my range is good enough, once we get into that survival map. And there we go, nothing left but the finale, Wave 5 right here. What do we want to do? Well, let's get that explosive. The shrink drain, I think, will be fine. I think this darkness will be fine too, but you know what? Let's hit it anyway. And should be GG. I'll hang on to that last 100 because I do anticipate I'll probably have to do some wall repairs here, since we will get a little Overlicious action coming out here on the final wave. We can keep getting some damage in here on the spiders. These spiders don't play. Oh, and they are going to be rough on my first survival. Looking good, looking good. We're what? We're halfway there. Just need a few more mobs. We've actually got a lot of mana saved up now. I might as well throw a couple of upgrades around. Why not? Let's see. We'll get that electric aura squared away a bit more, and then I think we're going to be good. I'm just going to sit and wait for the ogre. Not sure where he's going to come. It would be a bit of a gift. Oh my gosh, and there he is. I was going to say it would be a bit of a gift if he came out of this lane. Very nice. He actually, does he always come out of this lane on campaign? I'm actually not even positive on that. I play so little campaign now, it's mainly all about survival. But boy, having two DSTs over here just made short work of that ogre. That is for dang sure. And let's see, we're down to 50 mobs, so they're burning quick now. And it's looking like GG's, and we can move on in to that first big, scary, sketchy survival that will just offer up just a ton of loot. Just one survival to wave 15, and there's no doubt I will literally replace every item on every one of my characters. Probably not the accessories. I won't have enough accessories to replace them all yet. But there will be lots and lots and lots of upgrades, no doubt. That's a pretty solid piece right there. Not too shabby. Anyway, that will do it for this episode. Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to click that like button and please subscribe. And I will be back soon with more Dungeon Defenders in all of its forms. Thanks again. I'll see you next time.